Hello everyone, Namaste. I am Lokesh, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Soundarya Institute of Management and Science. Dear friends, today I am going to discuss about an overview of stock market or stock exchange in India. In that, introduction, stock exchanges in India, procedure for dealing at stock exchange, depositories, procedure or process of dematerialization or demat, then stock exchange in India, governing body and its membership and its admission process. These are all the contents which I am going to discuss in a stock market. Yes, let us discuss what do you mean by stock market. Stock and market. Stock is nothing but a share or security. It means unit of capital or part of capital is called share. Market is a place where we can buy and sell. So stock market is nothing but it's a place or it's a market buying and selling or dealing in shares, securities, either it may be a debt instruments or equity instruments. This is what stock market. Yes, let us go to the definition of the stock exchange. According to the Securities Regulations Act of 1956, the stock market refers to it's an organization, association or an individual which is established for the purpose of assisting, regulating and controlling business in buying, selling and dealing in securities or shares or debentures or bonds, etc. This is what stock exchange. Now, what we there are n number of stock exchanges in India, totally 22 stock exchanges that we will discuss one by one. In Indian overview, India's oldest and first stock exchanges in India, that is Mumbai Stock Exchange or BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, which is situated in Mumbai. For the first time, British East India Company has started in the 1850 in opposite to the town hall that is in Mumbai. It established in 1875 and it has more than 6,000 stockbrokers. Total number of stock exchanges, which already told you, 22 stock exchanges. The major stock exchanges is Bombay Stock Exchange, BSE, National Stock Exchange, NSE, then even Bangalore Stock Exchange, Mangalore Stock Exchange, Vadodara Stock Exchange. They have situated in various places like Bangalore, Ahmedabad. BSE is located or situated in Mumbai, even NSE is situated in Delhi, so on. There is also one more stock exchange, that is a National Stock Exchange. Next, actually it is not a Mumbai, it is a Delhi. There is also an OTCI, over the counter exchange of India, that allows the listing of small and medium sized companies. And the regulatory authority which governs the entire stock market, share market or any capital market, that is called SEBI, the Securities and Exchange Board of India, which was established in the year 1992. This is the overview. Now let us move to the stock exchanges in India. There are 22 stock exchanges in India. The major stock exchanges is Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange. Right? They are the major stock exchanges. Apart from that, many stock exchanges which already I told you. Even Bangalore, there is a one stock exchange, Bangalore Stock Exchange, near to the town hall. Right? So there are 22 stock exchanges in India. But major is to NSE and BSE. National Stock Exchange, NSE, means is the largest stock exchange in the world by market capitalization, right? And largest in India by daily turnover and number of trades for both equities, derivatives and etc. Then BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, right, that is situated in Mumbai. This is also the oldest stock exchanges in Asian continent. Already I told you in the British people, East India Company has started the BSE for the first time. It is a 137 years of existence. There is a heritage of over 137 years of existence. It's one of the oldest stock exchanges in India. That's why the major BSE and NSE. Okay, now let us go for the Sensex and Nifty. What do you mean by Sensex? What do you mean by Nifty? How we are going to calculate, right? Sensex is nothing but the Sensex and Nifty both are the indices or an indicator of stock market. There are many indices or indicator other than this. Okay, for example, if you go for BSE, we can indicator Sensex. I mean national stock NSE, national stock market, it's indicator or indices is Nifty, what we can call. If you go to the international market, Hong Kong, right? In Hong Kong, it's the name of the country. Stock exchange is Hong Kong Stock Exchange. The indices name is Hang Seng. Even USA, I mean New York Stock Exchange, the Sensex, I mean its indices is NYSE. There are many indices that I have given the example. In India, the major stock exchange is Bombay Stock Exchange. It indicates Sensex, and one more is National Stock Exchange that indicates Nifty, Nifty 50, right? More 50 benchmark companies they have listed. So we can call Nifty 50. Okay, next, the Sensex is an indicator of all the major listed companies. All the major, how many? All the major 30 companies they have listed under the BSE. So we can call it a Sensex is an indicator of all the major companies listed on BSE, which is situated in Mumbai. The Nifty is an indicator of all the major 50 companies they have listed on NSE, which is situated at Delhi. That's why we can call NSE Nifty. All the 50 companies they have listed in the NSE. All that indicate, that gauges what we can call, right? That is what Nifty. After that, the Sensex is comprised of, which I already told you, Sensex is comprised of 30 major stocks, while Nifty is comprised of 50 stocks, right? Then finally, Sensex is founded in 1986, whereas Nifty is founded in 1995. This is what brief introduction about the Sensex and Nifty. So that's why the Sensex is an indicator of BSE, then Nifty is an indicator of NSE. After that, let us move to the procedures for dealing at stock exchange. Okay, now we understood what are the stock exchange. It is in a place where we can buy and sell the securities, either debt instruments or equity instruments or whatever it may be. There are few procedures in that. The first one is selection of a broker. See, the first and foremost, I am an investor. For example, I am Lokesh, I am an investor. So first and foremost, I have to select the broker. Until unless if you not select the broker, it is not possible to buy a shares or debentures. Before that, we must have a dematerialization or demat account that we will discuss in the next slide. Okay, first and foremost, we select the broker. What type of broker we have to select? Either full service broker or discount broker. If you select a full service broker, they will insist all of you, and they will support the financial assistance and research and development, and they will involve themselves fully, and they will charge more and more. So when you come to the discount broker, they will suggest you, they will help you to open the account, but they will not suggest any how to buy, when to buy, and any financial suggestions. So the differences between the both full service brokers, they can get more commissions, more salary, more brokerage amount. But when you come to the discount broker, they will not get that much. They will only suggest, but they will not suggest to which share you have to buy, which share you have to sell. But they will take only the minimum or nominal brokerage amount. For example, right? If you take the full service broker, for example, Motilal Oswal, Religare, HDFC, ICICI Direct, these are all the full service broker. Okay, if you go and contact with them, then they will suggest you and open the demat account, and they will tell you, they will guide you, they will assist you which share you have to buy, which share you have to sell, whether you can buy or sell. Ultimately, they will get the brokerage or commission. That's why they are suggesting each and everything. But when you come to the discount broker, they will not suggest. They will open the demat account, right? They will tell how to operate all those things. Technically, they will suggest, but they will not charge even more. For example, live example, what are the example for the discount broker? Zerodha, 5 Paisa, this is the name of the brokerage. See, I would like to tell about the Zerodha. There is a number one discount broker company. If you buy 1 share, if you buy 100 share, if you buy 200 share at a time, now they will charge only 20 rupees. This is the lie what I am telling you, 20 rupees. If you sell the same shares, they will not charge anything. In the same, if you take in a full service broker, they may charge more based on their based on their conditions, their rules and regulations. It is different from one to another. That is the one of the important thing, selection of a broker. Which broker you want, either full time, full service broker or discount broker. After that, placing an order. Once you select it, broker will suggest, then after selection of the broker, placing an order that will from the clients or investor. Either you want to buy or sell, or okay, how to buy, how to sell, everything will be depend on the clients. Then making the contract. The making the contract is a different trading post deal in a different types of securities. There are different types of the CNC options, MIS. If you buy today, you have to sell it today only. CNC, if you opt the CNC, if you buy today, you can sell after 2 days. So the various things what they have, the different contract things. After that, contact note. That contact note will be prepared by broker, right? Once the seller send the selling notes, once the buyer sending the buying note. This is what? Contact note. After that, settlement. There are few settlement procedures in that. For example, if you take the NSE or CS, for example, NSE, National Stock Exchange, that will send it to the NSCCL. Then after that, that will refer to the depository, clearing banks. There are various procedures in that, okay? After that, electronic settlement of trade. Earlier it was manual, now everything is in a dematerialized form, right? Okay, what they will do, they will convert all the physical certificate into the electronic mode. That is what? Finally, rolling settlement. Settling security trades on the successive dates. This is very, very important. It enhances the integrity and efficiency of security market. That is to the rolling settlement. Dear friends, this is what I briefly explained the procedures for dealing at stock exchange. After that, the very important is depository. What do you mean by depository? Depository, it's a very, very important term. It's an effective and fully developed depository system introduced in India, right? So the depository means what? It is an institution or kind of organization which holds the investor securities in the form of electronic book record or electronic form, which avoids the paper or any manual work, is called depository, right? The depository, it has introduced, the main purpose is all the securities or shares or whatever you are buying and selling, everything will be which holds the electronic mode, right? So that is what? Depository. Under the depository, the DP can work. Depository participant is an agent. He can work under the depository system. This is what depository is. Okay, now we will go for the dematerialization or DMAT. What is the dematerialization or DMAT? DMAT account or a dematerialized account is an account that holds the shares or securities of an individual in an electronic mode, or it converts the physical certificate into the electronic mode, is called DMAT account or dematerialization. What are the process of DMAT or dematerialization? What is the procedures? Let us discuss that one by one. What are the process or procedures of dematerialization? The first one is investor opens account with the DP. I am an investor, I want to trade in the market. So what I can do, I can open the account with depository participant. Who is the depository participant? Which already told you, depository participant is an agent, right? He is an agent, okay? He can interact or functioning between the depository and investors, right? He is a middleman interacting between the depository and investors. Okay, investor opens the account with any one of the DP, depository participant. Even depository participant, he must be registered under the SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India. He has to interact between the depository and even investors, right? So that's why DP is a main important role in the stock opening the account. Our second one is fill DRF for registered shares. Fills DRF is the dematerialized request form that will be filled by investor for registered the shares. Next one is investor lodges DRF and certificates with DP. Okay, investors, whatever they have filled the dematerialized request form and the certificates with the DP, then DP intimates whatever they got, that DP depository participant intimates to the depository participants, which already I told you, DPs interact between the depository and investors. Once they will collect all the documents, then they will intimate to the depository system. After that, depository intimates to the register or issuer. The depository, it is an institution or kind of organization which holds the investor securities, which we already discussed. So that depository intimates to the registrar or issuing company, which company is going to issue the shares, or registrar. After that, once it is finalized by the registrar, DP sends certificate and DRF to the registrar. See, depository itself, it cannot work because it is an institution or a kind of organization. Behalf of the depository participant can be done all the works. So that's why DP sends all the certificates and DRF forms to the registrar or any issuers. After once it is finalized by the issuing company or issuer or registrar, then registrar or issuer confirms the demat to depository. Once the issuer company accept all those things, then they'll send back to the depository system. After the depository, once it is confirmed by the registrar, it will go to the depository. Then depository credits investor's account. DP, behalf of the depository, DP, depository participant, will intimate to the investors about the demat or dematerialization account. This is the whole procedure or process of dematerialization, how they are going to open the account, right? Who are all the participants involved in this process. Okay. Now, let us move to the next concept is very important, stock exchange in India. What are the stock exchanges in India? What is the governing body? How it will work? I will briefly explain this one. The Security and Exchange Board of India, SEBI, is a governing body of stock market or share market, even capital market, what we can call it, which was established in the year 1992. Right? It controls entire stock market. The governing board consists of major 16 members. 16 members of the exchanges elected on general election basis by the members of exchange. Next, 3 persons will be appointed by the central government as a representatives. Then one representative will be appointed by the one representative of the RBI will be appointed by the central government. The next one is 3 persons nominated as public representative and a chairman or executive director. This is the governing body of stock exchange, totally 16 members. 3 will be appointed by central government, 1 representative from the RBI, from central government, 3 persons nominated as a public representatives and chairman or executives. This is what governing body of the stock exchange. Stock exchanges in India, membership requirement. I am going to do how to get the membership in a stock exchange. Either it may be in a Bombay Stock Exchange or in National Stock Exchange. The members only enter into trading of stock exchange. If you are a member, then only you are able to enter the stock market or share market. Until unless if you don't have the membership, you will not enter into the stock market. The member only enter into trading of stock exchange and carry on business. A non-member can buy or sell securities or shares through a member only. Every stock exchange has its own rules and regulations for the admissions of members. Yes, if you want to become a member, what are the qualifications are required to become a member? The first and foremost, he is not less than 21 years of age. The second one is he must be a citizen of India. Then he has not been convicted or any fraud or any bankruptcy or for an offense involving fraud or dishonesty. Next one is he is not engaged as a principal or any employee in any other business. Finally, he has never been expelled or declared a defaulter by any other stock exchange, either BSE or NSE or any one of that. These are all the qualifications are required to become a membership in stock market. Who can be a member? See, the individual can become a member, registered firm can become a member, LLP, limited liability partnership that become a member, body corporates or any companies which comes under the 1956 Act, 2013 Act or recent 2019 Amendment Act, all can become a member of the stock market. Okay, now I am going to discuss about admission process in a membership. How to get an admission or membership in a stock market. This is the admission process. Here one person is a member. So there is SEBI. Here there are 11 rules. The first one is, as a member, for example, I would like to get the membership in the stock market. What I can do? I have to go through the member. See, member, I can or member can submit the application for new membership to the membership department. This is what membership department. Here a member, I am the member, I am going to submit the membership application to the membership department. That membership department, the same application will be forwarded to the membership recommendation committee, MRC. Member forward to the MRC. Then MRC, membership recommended committee, forwarded to the same thing to the MSC, membership selection committee. Once the membership selected committee approved, then again it will go to the membership department. From here, membership department. Membership department, once they will get the MSC approved by the MSC, then simultaneously it will send forward the offer letter of provisional membership sent to the member, and after that again all the documents forwarded to the SEBI, right? Simultaneously it will send it. After that, SEBI will scrutinize. Once approved by the SEBI, SEBI will send back the SEBI certificate to the membership department. Then membership department, the same SEBI certificate will be forwarded to the member. Once the member will receive the SEBI certificate, then members submit all the enabled documents to the membership department. Then the membership department, then they will send it to the, once it is received by the member, the SEBI enabled documents, then membership department, it will allow to go for the trade, trading system. These are all the various procedures how we can get the membership in stock or share market. This is what I discussed, that we can call it is an admission process. Member send the membership application to the membership department that will send it to the or forward to the MRC, membership recommendation committee. After that it will send it to the membership selection committee. Once approved by the MSC, again it will go to the membership department. Then membership department, again they will send the one provisional certificate to the member as well as one certificate to the SEBI. Then SEBI will approve, send the certificate to the membership department. Membership department, again it will send to the SEBI certificate to the member. Then member submit all the enabled documents to the membership department. Then finally they will go for the trading system. Either it can buy and sell. This is what. Before concluding my today's concept, today we discussed about what is the stock exchange or market, what are the various stock exchanges in India, right? Stock market is a market where we can buy or sell or dealing in debt instruments or equity instruments, right? Various stock exchanges, there are 22 stock exchanges in India. That is, one is major stock exchanges in India, BSE and NSE, how they can trade, what is Sensex and Nifty, everything we have discussed, and how the trading procedures can take place, then what are the admission process and the depository also we have discussed, right? Thank you.